myth here is we care deeply about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our hiring process just needs a few tweaks. What's the thinking there?
So it's a good point, right? So see, for me, diversity, it is not just, you should take a diversity approach, not just for a feel-good reason. To me, diversity is an absolute essential. I'll tell you why. I have two boys, right? Like a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old, right? My elder son is more of logical in nature, and my younger one, he can find and read between the lines. So if I have to start an IT application, I will not hire programmers just of my elder son or my younger one. I would like to have a mix of both. So diversity should be seen as something that is going to make a company like a lot better. And diversity should be even beyond ethnicity, beyond skin color, beyond gender. Even diversity of thought is important, because only if you have diverse thought, you will be led to diverse approach, and only diverse approach will lead to innovation. So to me, diversity should be seen as an absolute essential for you to be an innovative company, not just for you to do the right thing, right? Having said that, just 3% of the HBCU graduates are CS majors, but we have enormous number of need, especially on the diversity side. So in our personal opinion, diversity should be like how the US demographics is there, right? Like 50% women, everything should be based on it, but we are significantly lacking, right? The only way you can solve it, if you continue your traditional mechanisms of hiring, you're not going to solve it. You have to create pathways of opportunities for you to satisfy your diversity model. Take Revature, for example. Because of our core model is based on the fact that we are providing opportunities to solve the opportunity gap, 59% of our workforce is diverse, compared to 22% of the industry average, right? That's a huge gap. How did we do it? Because we hired people not based on what you can do for me today, but rather what you will become after 3 months of training. That is a simple approach, made a 3x difference in diversity. So companies should start looking into such approach, create several opportunity pathways to make this happen, actually.
Okay, Bob, what do you think?
I think that the whole ESG movement is a tremendous accelerant for DE&I. The pressure and the pain points that are being felt at the board level, at the executive level, C-suite level, are now heightened in terms of shareholder votes and assessment of performance on this key metric. And I think what we've witnessed before is a lot of firms talking the talk in terms of DE&I, but not walking the walk. And if you want to walk the walk, you really have to open up your applicant pool and meet these people where they're at. A lot of folks don't have the ability to have an internship. They may have a full paying job supporting themselves and their family. They don't have a network. They don't have mentors. So you've got to really focus on closing the opportunity gap for those folks. I had a conversation just last week with a major global financial institution, and I basically teased out the topic of, would you consider associate's degree holders as part of your applicant pool? And they looked at each other quizzically and didn't even know if there had been a relaxing of the bachelor's degree requirements. 53% of folks who attend community college in the United States are people of color. 45% are females. If you're closing yourself off to that pool, you're closing yourself off to DE&I.